After working for a month, I accidentally crashed my electric scooter into the stingy CEO's luxury car. Me, CEO, you don't mind, right? CEO, repair costs, 300,000, emotional damages, 50,000, wire it to my account. I went home crying. Mom, Dad, is there any chance we're secretly wealthy? My parents looked utterly confused. Sweetie, you're overthinking it. We're broke. Great. 1 month into the job, and I'm already 350,000 in debt. Life is officially unbearable. The next day, as soon as I stepped into the office, everyone was sneaking glances at me. My bestie, Felicia Lee, excitedly dragged me into the stairwell. Bella, you crashed the CEO's car yesterday. Did he demand you repay him with your body? We were used to joking around, so I played along. Nope, he just wants the money. What a miser. I shook my fist in mock anger. Felicia sighed dramatically. I was hoping for a pay with your body and fall in love with the domineering CEO storyline. Right. I do ready, but he just handed me a bill. 350,000. How many years will it take to pay that off? Felicia lowered her voice. Before joining the company, I heard CEO Gu was notoriously picky. He only had one relationship, and it ended badly. Couldn't find anyone after that. Now I see why. I huffed. Exactly. How can he ignore a beauty like me and only care about money? No wonder he's single forever. What a creep. My voice might have been a tad too loud. The sound echoed in the stairwell. Then, a faint noise came from above. I looked up, and there he was, Jack Gu. His dark, piercing eyes glared down at me, his expression unreadable but definitely pissed. He descended the steps slowly. Instinctively, I backed up, reaching behind me for Felicia. Perfect. She'd already bolted. The smaller the contact area, the greater the pressure. By the time Jack reached me, my knees were practically buckling. You were just mocking me for being single. Me, heh, CEO Gu. Let me explain. Jack, I don't want to hear it. My heart sank. Was he going to demand the money now? If so, I might as well jump out the window. Luckily, he didn't. Instead, he said, my family's been pressuring me to get married. Help me deal with them, and the 350,000 is forgiven. My eyes lit up. Seriously, this was my chance. Really, no repayment at all. Not a cent. Deal. The Gu family villa was nestled deep in the Western District. After 20 minutes of driving through dense woods, Jack remained engrossed in his documents while my mind raced. Was he luring me to the middle of nowhere to harvest my kidneys? Like those dramas where the CEO has a dying white moonlight and needs an organ donor. CEO Gu, you. He glanced up. His usually immaculate hair was slightly disheveled, a strand dangling near his eye. I swallowed hard. Do you have a white moonlight? Jack, what's that? The driver chimed in. Someone you love deeply but can't be with. Me. Wow, uncle, you're well versed. A man in his 40s, yet more knowledgeable about romance than Jack. The driver grinned. Of course, I love romance novels. Under Jack's deadpan stare, I gave the driver a thumbs up. Never judge a book by its cover. I wanted to ask more about the Gu parents' temperaments, but Jack raised the partition, cutting off our soul exchange. The Gu residence was opulent. Golden decor, lace trimmings, antique paintings, everything screamed wealth. My jaw dropped. Jack smirked. Wipe your drool, act normal. In meetings, he was always stern, but now, with his collar slightly open, he exuded a restrained, almost forbidden allure. My cheeks warmed. I leaned in. CEO Gu, why don't you date? He didn't look up. Too busy. Fair. He was always jet setting. What about college? He finally met my gaze. One online relationship. Got dumped. My eyes widened. Who'd be blind enough to reject a diamond bachelor? He shrugged. She had terrible judgment. Ah, the early days of online dating. Chaotic and full of scams. My friends and I had been burned a few times. Poor Jack. So naive back then. I patted his shoulder sympathetically. Don't worry, the next one will be better. He brushed my hand off. Just handle my parents. Or pay up. Ugh, with that attitude, no wonder he's single. The Gu parents were so desperate for Jack to marry that they showered me with affection. Mrs. Gu nearly forced a jade bracelet worth millions onto my wrist. When she asked, so when's the wedding? I choked on my tea. Jack handed me a tissue. Mom, we've only just started dating. Mrs. Gu huffed. You're 30. If you don't marry soon, who'll take care of you when you're old? What's the point of all that money? Mr. Gu nodded. Our neighbor's already a grandfather. Just get married next month and have a kid. Jack's frown deepened. I quickly intervened. Auntie, what do you usually do for fun? Play mahjong, get cosmetic treatments, shop. It's so boring. You should join me sometime. I grinned. That does sound dull. Any hobbies you love? Her eyes sparkled. I love shopping. A woman after my own heart. I seized the opportunity. What's your favorite purchase? Can I see? That unleashed a flood. She dragged me to her room and pulled out stacks of jewelry boxes, gushing about each piece. I filmed her, edited the clips, and posted them online. The next day, Jack summoned me to his office, scowling. What is this? A video. Who said you could post it? I blinked innocently, but Auntie loved it. She wants to film fashion next. He pinched his brow. Bella, I asked you to stop the marriage pressure, not turn her into an influencer. I waved a finger. CEO Goo. There are 2 reasons parents nag about marriage: control or boredom. Auntie's the latter. Jack raised an eyebrow. Enlighten me. If we help her find passion, she'll stop obsessing over your love life. He nodded slowly. Noted. For the next 2 weeks, I filmed Mrs. Goo regularly. Her charm and humor quickly garnered 500,000 followers. When I suggested live streams, she hesitated. Won't it be embarrassing? I shook my head. Anyone pursuing their passion shines. Would you rather nag Jack or have fans calling you sis? She giggled. True. And some of those young guys in the comments are so handsome. I clapped a hand over her mouth, glancing at Jack and Mr. Goo, who were eavesdropping. Jack, Mr. Goo, Mrs. Goo's career took off. Jack even hired her an assistant. But Mr. Goo, now neglected, grew sulky. Jack cornered me. Fix this, I protested. Dads rarely nag about marriage. He cut me off. 350,000, I gasped. After all this work, I deserve a cut of Auntie's earnings. He smirked. No raises. Don't be so money-minded. Aim higher. My heart fluttered. Higher. Like what? He leaned in, his face inches from mine. The social media team needs a TikTok manager. I'll give you a 2,000 raise. I stormed out, cursing under my breath. Behind me, Jack chuckled. To occupy Mr. Goo, I had him film Doting Husband vlogs with Mrs. Goo. Their chemistry went viral, and soon brands were lining up. But the late nights took a toll. During a meeting, I dozed off, and Jack called me out. Green suit in the back. Is this how you work? Felicia elbowed me awake. I glared at him. You know exactly why I'm exhausted. The room fell silent. Jack, oddly, backed down. My bad. Go back to sleep. The ambiguous tone had everyone staring. Felicia later dragged me to the stairwell. Bella, you and the CEO, spill. I groaned. I'm just working double shifts. She gasped. No raise. No commission. I nodded tearfully. Felicia shook her head. Capitalist scum. I raised a fist. Capitalist scum. A familiar voice echoed from above. Bella, insulting me again. Felicia vanished. Again. Jack descended. Amused. That unhappy. I crossed my arms. No, just stating facts. He coughed. Shame. I was going to give you a 10,000 raise, to deduct from your debt. My jaw dropped. You said the debt was forgiven. He tooted. I asked you to stop the nagging. Now they're internet addicted seniors. That's worse. I fumed. This man was impossible. At dinner, I plotted revenge. CEO Goo. At 31. When do you plan to marry? Jack. Mrs. Goo sighed. At this rate, never. I nodded. Auntie, if the main account's a lost cause, maybe start a side one. Jack's eyes widened. Bella, shut up. I barreled on. With 700,000 followers, the parenting niche is huge. You're still young. Jack lunged, clamping a hand over my mouth. Enough. I mumbled. Raise. Commission. He gritted his teeth. Fine. When I finally shut up, I realized the Goo parents were watching us. Delighted. Jack had practically tackled me. Our position. Suggestive. Mrs. Goo beamed. Bella, you and Jack are so close. Why not get engaged? I waved my hands. No need. Jack's face darkened at my instant rejection. After dinner, he hauled me into his room, pinning me against the door. Am I that bad? Freshly showered, in a shirt and sweatpants, he looked like a puppy, but still a capitalist one. CEO Goo, you're my boss. How could I dare covet you? He scoffed. Since when are you so respectful? I forced a smile. I hold you in the highest esteem. His expression said, liar, but his pettiness confused me. What did he want? The answer came when he assigned me to accompany him on a business trip to Shanghai. Colleagues smirked. I seethed. 3 months of overtime, weekends filming, and now this. At the airport, Jack was oddly cheerful, dressed to impress. Then I saw the woman holding our company sign. Violetta. A stunning beauty who hugged Jack warmly. She eyed me. And this is. Jack blocked her. My assistant. Ah. So I was invisible. They chatted while I lugged Jack's suitcase. Fuming. At the hotel, Violetta revealed she was Jack's college senior, here to finalize a deal. The next day, Jack excluded me from the signing. I happily splurged at Disneyland, until he demanded I join him and Violetta there the next day. Violetta, however, clung to me, ignoring Jack. He grew increasingly irritated, eventually shoving me away to edit files. Alone at the hotel, I napped, then woke to messages. Violetta, got you a gift. At the front desk, Jack, where are you? I'm back. Don't be mad. Brought you something. Attached, him holding a giant plushie. What was with these two? Jack showed up at my door, shoving the plush into my arms. For you. I staggered. Where's Violetta? His smile faded. You miss her. I quickly denied it. He brightened. I wanted this trip to be fun for you. But, wait. He'd brought me here to relax. After months of exploitation, kindness felt surreal. I grinned. I had fun. Just reimburse the expenses, and I'll be thrilled. Jack sighed. That's your dream. I nodded. No more empty promises. His phone dinged. Mine followed. Scrooge transferred 10,000. Note. Gift. I gaped at the zeros. Jack peered over. Scrooge. Oops. Back home. Jack became oddly sweet. When I dozed on his shoulder during the flight, he only teased. Heavy head for such a tiny person. He promoted me to social media manager with a raise. Mrs. Gu even gave me a commission. But Jack's repayment reminder arrived the moment my paycheck did. I vented to Violetta. Your junior's so stingy. No wonder he's single. She agreed. Unlike me, I'd spoil you. True to her word, she sent designer bags and perfume. Jack, upon discovering our chats, deleted her contact. I exploded. How dare you? He insisted. She's bad news. You're just a greedy capitalist. The fight escalated until I threatened to quit. Jack, panicked, carried me back inside and confessed. I like you. Let me chase you properly. Shocked, I demanded sincerity. He agreed, then proceeded to study how to pursue women during meetings. His first attempt, a bouquet the size of me, followed by a horror movie date where we both screamed and held hands. For comfort, progress was slow until Violetta returned, flaunting her wealth and offering to take care of me. Jack, seething, revealed her secret. Violetta likes women. I shrugged. So, his jaw dropped. After calming Violetta, who admitted she was bi and jaded by gold diggers, Jack cornered me. Bella, just love me. I'm rich too. Here. He shoved a card into my pocket and kissed me. I also have abs. You'll like those. Just as things heated up, my mom caught us. Jack, meeting her wide, I'd stare through the car window, yelped. Thus, he was forced to meet my parents prematurely, and loved it, even calling my mom mother-in-law. On his way out, later, I checked the card's balance and nearly fainted. Jack, still outside my house, admitted, after kissing you, I couldn't leave. It didn't feel real. As we cuddled, I mused. You know, you remind me of an online scammer I dated. He sent a hot selfie, claimed to be a billionaire, and kept calling me baby. Jack tensed. What happened? I gave a fake address and blocked him. No way someone that hot and rich would be into me. He sighed. Remember his name. I paused. Goo. Jack smirked. My goo. My eyes widened. Wait. You were. He grinned. Yes, baby. Took you long enough. The scammer got his girl. We rushed to the courthouse. Jack insisting on a quick wedding. Mrs. Gu sighed in relief. We worried his teenage trauma would keep him single forever. I coughed. That trauma was me. Violetta, upon hearing the news, gifted me a diamond ring. Jack shoved it back. She has one. Save it for your own partner. As she left, Violetta winked. If you change your mind, I'm here. Jack, predictably, whisked me away. Wife, if money can't keep you, maybe my looks can.